Hi, this is Brian Wicklund with Garfinkel Schwartz. I'm here in Maitland, Florida in our main office. Been traveling a lot, hurricanes, dodging them, that kind of thing. We're back up to speed here in Florida. We got lucky this time in Central Florida. At any rate, what I wanted to do is explain to you that I've gotten some statistics that are somewhat troubling for the overseas contractor community in terms of PTSD. As of the year 2017, PTSD is the most prevalent injury that has been reported out of all injuries that occur to overseas contractors, mainly in Iraq and Afghanistan still. And they are covered by the Defense-Based Act, which is what I specialize in. And I wanted to try to touch base with what to do when you come back and you're starting not to feel yourself, or your family says you're not the same person you used to be, your personality is different, what's going on. It's a very troubling and very fearful type situation that requires help from a professional. I understand that a lot of my clients and potential clients have problems and issues dealing with the reality that they might need some help. One of the biggest problems that overseas contractors have that I deal with are that you don't get an exit interview once something happens, once an incident or something happens that's horrific, warlike. Military people get briefed. They have to be seen by someone. They have to get cleared. They have to undergo testing and things like that to make sure that they get the help that they need now that PTSD is prevalent and has to be addressed by the VA. Unfortunately, overseas contractors get a plane flight home, and that's it. They go to the airport and go home. So there's no counseling that happens. There's nothing that happens. So people are just left out on their own to try to figure out how to deal with this. A lot of my clients say that, I'm going to try to fight through this thing. I'm going to try to deal with this. I don't want people to not hire me because I've been labeled as a person with PTSD, or I don't want people to take my guns away. All kinds of issues that occur that a person just does not want to seek treatment. But the honesty of the situation is you need to seek treatment for your own benefit. And if it enters into your mind and you can say, this thing is affecting me to such a degree that I can't work in certain areas anymore. I can't deal with crowds. I can't deal with loud noises. I'm having issues at home with my family. I have angry outbursts, things like that. You just have to go see somebody. Our law firm advances the costs to do medical evaluations. If you don't have the means to go to do that yourself, we can facilitate that. We can't pay for medical treatment, but we can pay for an evaluation and advance those costs, hopefully to recoup them in the future when a claim is filed. And so it's really tough to say this is tough love, but if you have issues and your family's telling you need some help, you got to listen to them, and don't worry about your guns, and don't worry about your future employment. There's treatment options. So many, they're popping up every day, new treatment options, very creative options. There are Canines for Warriors programs. They have dogs. There's equine therapy. There's all kinds of memory type eye movement therapy. There's Tetris, and playing the game Tetris tends to help people with PTSD. There's just so many different things that are coming out every day that are very helpful to people. Most people don't know about them. Most of them should be covered by your insurance company under the Defense-Based Act down the road. And like I said, this has become a very well-known, prevalent problem. It's not called shell shock anymore. It's not something to hide from. And the treatment that you can receive will definitely, hopefully, be to your benefit through clinical trials, through counseling, through medications, all kinds of different options that are out there. And like I said, this is a hot button issue. This is no longer a taboo type situation. Shouldn't be afraid of that label, because hopefully you'll get better. And with treatment, you'll gradually get better and better and better, and then obviously the jobs will be more afforded to you in the future, and things like that will go your way. So don't try to hide from the fact that you're going to need professional help, and get it when you come to the resolution that I'm going to be limited in some way, whether that's work, whether that's home life. I can't do the things I used to do. I can't get out of bed in the morning. I can't sleep. All those things combined could create a diagnosis of PTSD. And like I said, PTSD is recognized as a disease. It's not on your own accord. It wasn't because of you. It's something that you experienced, a traumatic event, and it caused you mental anguish and harm that you need to get taken care of. So again, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but please get treatment. Please call my office anytime for free. Go to the resources on our website about PTSD and get help if you need it. And call me or call my staff anytime, and we'll help you get the resources that you might need, or at least give you the options for you to choose from if you so choose in the future. Again, thanks for listening. Be safe and take care. Thank you.